I've had quite a few people asking me about shorting, so I'm going to go through how to short something with you guys. All right, so as you can see, we're on the exchange tab right now. This has a list of all of the coins. Well, you can't short all of the coins. You can only short whatever coins are on the margin market. So you click on margin trading. And as you can see, it is a much smaller list of coins. All right, you got Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, and yada yada. All right, so Ethereum looks like these lines are about to cross. That means it might be going into a downtrend, but I don't really trust it. Anyways, I'll show you guys how to short. So go over to balances here. This is assuming you have coins or Bitcoin on the Poloniex already. Then you go to balances, transfer balances. As you can see, this is the exchange tab, and there's my total Bitcoin. If you want to do the total, you can click it. It'll automatically enter it in here. And if you want to do something smaller, then you just type it in. But you see it says Bitcoin from exchange to margin, and then you click transfer. Transferred exchange to margin. All right, so now you can see that that Bitcoin is now off of the exchange and on the margin trading. So you click back to margin trading. This is leveraged trading. You are allowed to buy or sell 2.5 times more than whatever you deposit on here. I highly advise against that because that makes it very risky. That they could liquidate your position if it moves just slightly. So if I move 10 Bitcoin to margin trading, I only trade with 10 Bitcoin. If I moved 1 Bitcoin to margin trading, I would only trade with 1 Bitcoin. I almost lost my shirt a couple times, and I learned my lesson. It is very risky. So as you can see, I have no Ethereum. You can see that if you go over to exchange, and I am on the Ethereum market, and I have exactly 0. So the cool thing about margin trading is you can borrow Ethereum and sell it if you think it's going to drop. So I go over here and I am able to sell up to 330 Ethereum. I don't ever want to do that because it's too risky. If it moves, they'll liquidate my position. So what I like to do, since I moved 9.98 Bitcoin, if I were going to short it, I would come over here and enter down in the total Bitcoin 9.98. All right, just forget this number even exists, and don't trade more than you have, please. It's way too risky. Then you click margin sell. Once you click margin sell, you know what? I'm going to do another video here showing you what happens if you actually do margin trade, if you short. And hopefully that'll be a little bit more informative. But as for now, I don't want to short this because the last trade I made on Ethereum, I lost money on. I don't want to lose any more money today. So anyways, that's how you short sale something. Shorting is borrowing. It's essentially selling money that you don't have. So when you move the money to the margin trading, you are able to borrow Ethereum or whatever coin. I mean, if you look, if I click Litecoin, even though I don't have any Litecoin, I would be able to sell it. Litecoin actually looks like it just went into a downtrend. So let's just, you know what? I'll sell 1 Bitcoin of Litecoin just to show you guys what I mean. Okay, so margin sell. Sold 90 Litecoin. See, that was Litecoin I did not have. But watch, now that I've done that, you can see this. It's got my position is short. I have negative 90 Litecoin. So I have to buy back this amount of Litecoin to settle my debt. All right. My base price is 11.06. So I want to buy it under this price. Once it drops below this, it would be for a profit. Obviously, the further down, the higher the profit. And then it's got your unrealized profit and loss. So right now I'm losing a couple bucks, whatever, $8, whatever it is. And, or I'm down $8 because as you can see, it is higher than my base price right now. I want this buy side to drop since I sold what I did not have. I don't want it to keep going up. I don't know what that was. Still getting used to a Mac. So anyways, if this ever does drop down below on the buy side, below what my base price is, then I will close the position. And you do that by clicking this right here. And then it will settle the debt. You can see here your unrealized lending fees. It's extremely small. I mean, I'm at 8 Satoshi so far, which is still just a fraction of a cent. But yeah, so if it does drop under your base price, then you can just click close position. And if you're afraid that you're going to take a loss, you can also close your position and just, take this loss here. But yeah, you can see it over here also. My total margin value is 9.98. My net value, since I'm down, is 9.976. And my total borrowed value, it has the extra here that I'm down. So, yeah, again, please don't use any more money than you've sent here. So, like I said, if you send 1 Bitcoin, use 1 Bitcoin. If you send half a Bitcoin, only sell half a Bitcoin. It's way too risky to leverage.